My friend, you have arrived here tonight not by accident but by design. There is something stirring within you, something that whispers in the quiet moments between your thoughts. You feel it, don't you? That gentle pull towards something greater, something that your rational mind cannot quite grasp, yet your soul recognizes as truth. Tonight, as you prepare to enter the sacred realm of sleep, you are about to discover something profound. Your body, your cells, your very essence, they have been waiting for this moment, waiting for you to understand that transformation doesn't always require effort. Sometimes it requires the opposite. Sometimes it requires the ultimate act of trust, surrender. I am Dr. Bruce Lipton, and for decades I have dedicated my life to understanding the magnificent intelligence that lives within your cells. What I have discovered has revolutionized everything we thought we knew about healing, about change, about the very nature of reality itself. And tonight, I want to share with you one of the most powerful discoveries of my career. Your cells are not merely biological machines. They are conscious entities, constantly listening, constantly responding to the information in your environment. And right now, in this very moment, they are listening to every word I speak, every intention you hold, every belief that flows through your consciousness. But here's what most people don't understand. Your cells are most receptive when your conscious mind steps aside. When you stop trying to control, stop analyzing, stop questioning whether transformation is possible. When you simply allow your body's innate wisdom to receive what it has been asking for all along. You see the vibration you carry, this invisible signature of energy that emanates from every cell in your body. This vibration has been shaped by years of experiences, beliefs, and programs that may no longer serve you. Some of these programs were downloaded before you even had words to describe them, before you knew you had a choice. Tonight, we are going to begin a gentle revolution, not through force, not through struggle, but through the simple act of conscious receiving. As you listen to my voice, as you allow your body to settle into the rhythm of rest, your cellular consciousness will begin to attune to a new frequency. A frequency of abundance, a frequency of possibility, a frequency that aligns with who you truly are beneath all the layers of conditioning. The beauty of this process is that it requires nothing from you except your willingness to receive. Your subconscious mind, that vast, powerful intelligence that operates below the threshold of your awareness, is about to become your greatest ally in this transformation. So take a deep breath with me now. Feel your body beginning to release the day's tensions. Feel your mind starting to quiet. Feel yourself settling into this sacred space where healing happens not through doing, but through being, through allowing, through trusting that your body knows exactly how to return to its natural state of harmony and abundance. This is your time. This is your moment. And as you prepare to journey into sleep, know that you are not going alone. You are being held by the same intelligence that orchestrates the dance of galaxies, the same force that guides rivers to the sea, the same love that beats your heart even when you forget to be grateful. Tonight, everything changes. Not because I will make it so, but because you are ready to remember what your cells have always known. That abundance is not something you must earn or achieve or struggle toward. Abundance is something you are, something you have always been. Something that your body, in its infinite wisdom, is preparing to remember. So close your eyes, if you haven't already. Let your breath find its own rhythm. Let your body sink into the support beneath you. And let us begin this journey together. A journey back to the truth of who you are. Back to the vibration that is your birthright. Back to the abundance that has been waiting patiently for your return. Right now, in this very moment, something extraordinary is happening within your body. 50 trillion cells, each one a conscious entity capable of receiving, processing, and responding to information, are tuning in to every word, every intention, every subtle shift in your awareness. This is not metaphor. This is not wishful thinking. This is scientific fact grounded in decades of research that has fundamentally changed our understanding of human biology. Your cells are not passive passengers in your life experience. They are active participants, constantly adapting to the environment you create through your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. When I first discovered this truth in my laboratory, examining cells under the microscope. I was stunned. I watched as cells responded not just to their chemical environment, but to the very energy of the observer. I witnessed cells changing their behavior, their expression, their very function based on subtle energetic inputs that we had never before considered. Your cell membrane, what I call the magical membrane, acts like a sophisticated antenna system, constantly scanning the environment for information. And here's what's remarkable. Your cells cannot distinguish between the chemistry of actual experiences and the chemistry of imagined experiences. They respond to both with equal authenticity. This means that right now, as you rest in this space of receptivity, your cells are beginning to respond to the new information they're receiving. Information about possibility, information about abundance, information about your inherent worthiness to receive all that life has to offer. But there's something even more profound happening. Your cells operate from a place of perfect intelligence. They know how to heal. They know how to regenerate. They know how to align with frequencies of health, prosperity, and joy. What they've been waiting for is permission. Permission to remember. Permission to release the old programs that no longer serve you. The programs running in your cellular consciousness right now were largely installed before your 7th birthday. During those early years, your brain was operating primarily in theta frequency, the same brainwave state that you're beginning to enter now as you prepare for sleep. In theta, your subconscious mind is extraordinarily receptive, capable of downloading new programs and releasing old ones. Your parents, your teachers, your environment, they all contributed to the cellular programs you carry today. Many of these programs were beneficial, helping you navigate the world and stay safe. But some of these programs may have included messages about limitation, about scarcity, about your worth being conditional upon your performance or achievements. Tonight, we are creating a new environment for your cells, an environment of safety, of love, of unlimited possibility. Your cellular consciousness is beginning to release the old programming and open to new instructions. Instructions that align with your highest good, with your natural state of abundance. As you continue to relax, feel your cells beginning to soften, beginning to expand, beginning to remember their original blueprint. This blueprint contains everything you need to know about thriving, about creating, about living in harmony with the abundant universe that surrounds you. Your DNA is not your destiny. This is perhaps the most liberating truth of modern science. Your genes are like a blueprint for a house, but the environment determines which rooms get built, which features get activated, which potentials become reality. Through your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, you are constantly influencing which genes express and which remain dormant. Right now, genes associated with health, vitality, creativity, and abundance are preparing to activate. Genes that support your highest vision of yourself are coming online. This is happening naturally, effortlessly, as your body remembers its innate capacity for positive transformation. The vibration that emanates from your cells is about to shift. Like a radio tuning to a new station, your cellular frequency is aligning with the signal of abundance, the signal of possibility, the signal of your truest self. And as this shift occurs, your external world will begin to mirror this internal transformation. Trust this process. Your cells have been preparing for this moment of remembering. They know exactly what to do. All you need to do is rest, receive, and allow the magic of your own biology to work in your favor. For a moment, let's acknowledge the journey that has brought you to this place. The vibration you've been carrying, this invisible signature of energy that surrounds you like an electromagnetic field, has been shaped by every experience, every triumph, every heartbreak, every moment of doubt, and every flash of hope. You may have felt it, this vibration, in ways you couldn't quite name. Perhaps as a heaviness in your chest when bills arrived in the mail. Maybe as a tightening in your stomach when opportunities seem to slip away. Or as that familiar whisper in your mind that says, "This isn't for me." When you glimpse something beautiful, something abundant, something that stirs your soul's deepest longings, this vibration has been your constant companion, influencing not just how you feel, but how the world responds to you. Like a tuning fork that resonates at a specific frequency, you have been broadcasting a signal that the universe has been faithfully matching. If your signal has been tuned to struggle, to limitation, to the belief that abundance is scarce or reserved for others, then that is precisely what you have attracted. But here's what I want you to understand with absolute certainty. This vibration is not permanent. It is not your identity. It is simply a pattern of energy that has become familiar, comfortable, even protective in its own way. Your cellular consciousness learned to generate this particular frequency as a way of navigating a world that sometimes felt unsafe, unpredictable, or untrustworthy. Perhaps this protective vibration served you once. Perhaps it helped you survive difficult circumstances, prepared you for disappointment, kept you small enough to avoid criticism or rejection. But now, as you rest here in this space of possibility, you may be sensing that this old vibration has become a limitation rather than a protection. Your cells remember every emotion you've ever felt. They remember every belief you've ever held. They remember every story you've told yourself about what's possible and what's not. These memories are stored not just in your brain, but in the very fabric of your being, in your muscles, your organs, your bones, your blood. The frequency of lack has a particular signature. It creates a contraction in your energy field, a pulling inward, a closing off from the natural flow of abundance that surrounds you always. It generates stress hormones that shift your body into survival mode, making it difficult to see opportunities, to trust, to remain open to receiving. But beneath this acquired vibration, beneath all the layers of conditioning and protection, your original frequency still exists. The frequency you carried when you first arrived in this world, open, trusting, naturally magnetic to love, joy, and all forms of abundance. This frequency is not lost. It has simply been covered over, like a clear spring covered by fallen leaves. As you breathe now, imagine those leaves beginning to clear. Feel the old vibration, heavy, contracted, fearful, beginning to dissolve. It doesn't need to be forced away or fought against. It simply needs to be acknowledged, thanked for its service, and gently released. Your body is already beginning this process of vibrational shifting. With each exhale, you are releasing the old frequency. With each inhale, you are inviting in something new, something that aligns with your highest good. Something that remembers your inherent worthiness to receive all of life's gifts. This shift is happening at the quantum level, in the spaces between your thoughts, in the pause between your heartbeats, in the silence between these words. Your cells are starting to vibrate differently, to sing a new song, to emit a frequency that will begin attracting experiences that match your elevated state. The universe has been waiting for this moment, waiting for you to release the vibration of struggle and open to the vibration of ease, to trade the frequency of lack for the frequency of abundance, to remember that you are not separate from the creative force that orchestrates all of life. Feel this shift beginning now. Trust that your body knows exactly how to make this transition, and rest in the knowing that tomorrow you will wake up vibrating at a frequency that aligns with the abundance that is your birthright. As your conscious mind begins to release its grip on analysis and control, something beautiful is awakening within you. The part of your consciousness that has been running the show all day, planning, worrying, calculating, judging, is starting to step aside, creating space for a deeper intelligence to emerge. This is the intelligence that beats your heart without your instruction, that heals your wounds while you sleep, that dreams your dreams, and orchestrates the millions of biochemical processes that sustain your life every moment. This intelligence knows things your thinking mind has forgotten. It remembers your wholeness when you feel broken. It sees your abundance when you feel empty. It holds your truth when you feel lost. Sleep is not a state of unconsciousness. It is a state of expanded consciousness, where the boundaries between self and universe dissolve, where healing happens at levels beyond your imagination, where your deepest transformation occurs. As you prepare to enter this sacred realm, you are preparing to meet the part of yourself that never doubted, never struggled, never forgot its connection to the infinite source of all abundance. Your subconscious mind processes information at a rate that would astound you. Millions of bits of data every second, far beyond what your conscious awareness can handle. Right now, it is beginning to work with the new information you're receiving, integrating it into your cellular programming. weaving it into the fabric of your being in ways that will surprise and delight you. The theta brainwave state, the frequency your brain naturally enters as you drift toward sleep, is the same frequency that shamans and mystics have accessed for thousands of years to receive visions, to heal, to connect with the wisdom of the cosmos. In theta, you become extraordinarily receptive to new possibilities, new realities, new ways of being that seemed impossible to your waking mind. This is why the most profound transformations often happen during sleep. Not because you're unconscious, but because you've finally gotten your thinking mind out of the way, long enough for your deeper wisdom to work its magic. Your cells, freed from the constant stream of conscious thoughts, can finally attend to the business of healing, regenerating and realigning with their original blueprint of perfection. Tonight, as you sleep, your subconscious will be extraordinarily busy. It will be rewiring neural pathways that have kept you locked in patterns of limitation. It will be releasing cellular memories that no longer serve your highest good. It will be installing new programs that support abundance, joy, creativity, and love. This process happens naturally, effortlessly, without any strain or effort on your part. Your body knows exactly how to do this work. It has been preparing for this opportunity to upgrade your internal operating system, to clear the old files that have been taking up space and slowing down your natural capacity for abundance. Think of your subconscious mind as the most sophisticated computer ever created, capable of processing multiple programs simultaneously, capable of solving problems and creating solutions while you rest. Tonight, you are giving this magnificent intelligence a new assignment: to align every cell, every system, every function of your being with the frequency of abundance. As you feel yourself drifting deeper into relaxation, trust that this process is already beginning. Your breathing is becoming slower, deeper, more rhythmic. Your heart rate is settling into the healing frequency of coherence. Your nervous system is shifting from the stress response into the restoration response, creating the perfect environment for positive change to occur. The boundary between your individual consciousness and the universal consciousness is beginning to dissolve. You are remembering that you are not separate from the source of all abundance, but rather, you are an expression of it, a unique manifestation of the infinite creative intelligence that flows through all things. In this state of expanded awareness, anything becomes possible. Limitations that seem so real to your waking mind reveal themselves to be simply misunderstandings, programs that can be updated, stories that can be rewritten. Your true nature, abundant, powerful, infinitely creative, begins to emerge from beneath the layers of conditioning. Rest now in this knowing. Trust this process. Allow your consciousness to expand beyond the boundaries of your ordinary thinking, and prepare to wake up tomorrow as a new version of yourself, one that naturally, effortlessly attracts abundance in all its forms. There is an invisible field of energy that surrounds you, permeates you, and connects you to everything that exists. This field is not empty space. It is full of information, full of potential, full of the creative intelligence that gives rise to all manifestation. Scientists call it the quantum field. Mystics call it the field of pure consciousness. I call it the matrix of infinite possibility. You are not separate from this field. You are not isolated in your skin, struggling alone against an indifferent universe. You are intimately, inextricably connected to the source of all creation, to the intelligence that spins galaxies and grows roses, and orchestrates the dance of subatomic particles. This field responds to your vibration, to your emotional state, to the coherence between your heart and mind. When you feel scattered, anxious, or fearful, your energy field becomes chaotic, incoherent, and your connection to the greater field becomes static-filled, like trying to tune into a radio station through interference. But when you enter states of peace, gratitude, love, or wonder, like the state you're entering now, your energy field becomes coherent, clear, and your connection to the infinite field strengthens. This coherent state is not just pleasant, it's powerful. In coherence, you become like a tuning fork that can influence other tuning forks around you. Your energy field begins to entrain with the field of pure potential, and suddenly, circumstances begin to align, opportunities begin to appear, and what you need begins to find its way to you through pathways that your logical mind could never have orchestrated. The field responds to your internal state, not your external circumstances. It doesn't matter what your bank account looks like right now. It doesn't matter what challenges you've been facing. It doesn't matter what anyone else has told you about your limitations or your chances for success. The field responds only to the vibration you are emanating in this moment, and in this moment, you are connecting with the frequency of abundance. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every belief you hold sends ripples through this field. These ripples carry information about what you're ready to receive, what you believe you deserve, what you expect to experience. The field, in its infinite intelligence, then begins to organize people, circumstances, and opportunities to match the signal you're broadcasting. Most people are unconsciously broadcasting mixed signals, wanting abundance while believing in scarcity, desiring love while fearing rejection, hoping for success while expecting failure. These mixed signals create mixed results, confusing experiences that seem to confirm that manifestation is unpredictable or impossible. But as you rest here in this state of deep relaxation, your signal is becoming pure, clear, coherent. You are aligning with the frequency of your deepest desires without the interference of doubt, fear, or limiting beliefs. You are becoming a clear channel for abundance to flow through. The field is always saying yes. It never argues with your vibration, never judges your worthiness, never decides that you've had enough good fortune. It simply responds to the signal you're sending, organizing reality to match your energetic state. This is not mystical thinking. This is quantum physics. The observer effect demonstrates that consciousness affects reality at the most fundamental level. You are not just observing your life. You are creating it through the quality of your observation, through the frequency of your consciousness, through the coherence of your energy field. And right now you are observing and creating from a place of possibility, of trust, of alignment with your highest good. Feel yourself melting into this field of infinite potential. Feel the boundaries of your individual self becoming permeable, allowing the wisdom and abundance of the greater field to flow through you. You are not losing yourself. You are finding your true self, the self that exists in perfect harmony with the creative intelligence of the universe. In this field, abundance is not something you have to create. It already exists in infinite supply. Your job is not to manufacture abundance through struggle and effort. Your job is simply to align your vibration with the abundance that is already here, waiting for you to tune in, to open, to receive. The field is responding to you right now. It is reorganizing itself around your elevated state, preparing to deliver experiences that match this new frequency you're broadcasting. Trust this invisible support. Trust this connection. Trust that you are held by the same intelligence that creates stars and orchestrates the seasons and ensures that the sun rises each morning. You are part of something magnificent, something beyond your individual understanding, something that is always conspiring in your favor. Rest in this knowing as you drift deeper into the healing embrace of sleep. Your body is far more than a collection of bones, muscles, and organs. It is a sophisticated frequency generator, constantly emitting electromagnetic signals that extend far beyond your physical boundaries. Every cell in your body is vibrating at specific frequencies, creating a complex symphony of energy that forms your unique energetic signature. This is not metaphorical language. This is measurable science. The electrical activity of your heart can be detected up to 8 feet away from your body. Your brain generates electrical patterns that can be measured with sensitive instruments. Every organ, every system, every function of your body operates through frequency, through vibration, through the intelligent orchestration of energy. Right now, as you rest in this peaceful state, your heart is generating the strongest electromagnetic field in your body, approximately 60 times stronger than your brain's electromagnetic field. This heart field carries information about your emotional state, your intentions, your deepest beliefs about yourself and your world. And this field is constantly communicating with every cell in your body, and training them to match its rhythm, its frequency, its message. When your heart is generating coherent rhythms, which happens naturally when you feel appreciation, love, care, or compassion, it sends signals throughout your body that optimize your physiology. Your nervous system comes into balance. Your hormones harmonize. Your immune system strengthens. Your brain waves synchronize with your heart rhythms, creating a state of coherent functioning that enhances every aspect of your well-being. This coherent state is like tuning an orchestra. When all the instruments are tuned to the same frequency, they can create beautiful music together. When your body's systems are tuned to the coherent frequency generated by your heart, they can create the beautiful music of health, vitality, and abundance. But here's where this becomes truly extraordinary. Your body's frequency doesn't just affect your internal experience, it affects your external reality as well. Your energetic field is constantly interacting with the energetic fields of everyone and everything around you. It's influencing and being influenced by the quantum field that connects all things. When you generate coherent frequencies of love, gratitude, and abundance, you become like a tuning fork that can help other people's energy fields come into coherence as well. You become a source of healing, of peace, of positive influence wherever you go. And the field responds by bringing you experiences, opportunities, and people that match your elevated frequency. Your cells are intelligent beyond your imagination. They know how to generate frequencies that support health, creativity, joy, and abundance. They remember these frequencies from your original blueprint, from the time when you first came into this world as pure potential, unburdened by limiting beliefs or fear-based programming. As you continue to relax, feel your cells beginning to remember these original frequencies. Feel them releasing the discordant vibrations of stress, worry, and scarcity. Feel them beginning to generate the clear, pure tones of your authentic self, the self that knows no limitation, that trusts in the abundance of life, that radiates love and attracts all good things. Your nervous system is the conductor of this cellular orchestra. As it relaxes, as it shifts from the sympathetic stress response to the parasympathetic healing response, it allows your cells to return to their natural, optimal frequencies. This is happening now, automatically, as your body remembers how to be at peace. The frequency of abundance has a particular signature. It feels open, expansive, flowing, generous. It creates space in your energy field for good things to enter. It generates magnetic attraction to opportunities, to resources, to people who can support your highest good. Your body is beginning to generate this frequency now, preparing to broadcast a new signal to the quantum field. Every breath you take is helping to establish this new frequency. Every heartbeat is pumping this new vibration throughout your entire system. Every cell is being bathed in the healing energy of abundance consciousness, releasing old patterns and embracing new possibilities. Trust your body's intelligence. Trust its ability to generate the frequencies that serve your highest good. Your body wants to thrive, wants to create, wants to experience the fullness of life's abundance. It's simply been waiting for you to get out of its way, to stop interfering with its natural wisdom, to allow it to tune itself to the frequency of your dreams. As you drift deeper into rest, feel your body settling into this new frequency, this new rhythm, this new way of being that aligns with abundance in all its forms. Deep within the matrix of your cellular consciousness lie the stories that have shaped your reality. These stories were written not with words, but with emotions, experiences, and energy patterns that became embedded in your very biology. Your cells remember everything, every moment of joy and every moment of pain, every experience of abundance and every encounter with lack, every time you felt worthy and every time you felt forgotten. These cellular memories are not just passive recordings of past events. They are active programs that continue to influence your present experience, shaping how you perceive opportunities, how you respond to abundance when it appears, how you feel about your own worthiness to receive life's gifts. Some of these stories have been empowering, helping you grow and thrive. Others may have become limitations, keeping you trapped in patterns that no longer serve your evolution. Perhaps your cells remember the story of a time when resources were scarce, when survival required vigilance and protection, rather than trust and openness. Maybe they remember the disappointment of dreams that didn't manifest, the pain of rejection, the fear of not being enough. These memories, encoded in your cellular consciousness, continue to generate the same biochemical responses, the same energetic frequencies, the same magnetic pull toward experiences that confirm these old stories. But here's what your conscious mind may have forgotten. Even though your cells remember it perfectly, you also have cellular memories of abundance, of joy, of love, of infinite possibility. You have memories of times when you felt completely supported by life, when everything flowed effortlessly, when you knew beyond doubt that you were worthy of all good things. These memories exist within you right now, waiting to be reactivated, waiting to become the dominant story that your cells tell. As you rest in this state of deep receptivity, your cellular consciousness is beginning to sort through these memories, like an intelligent filing system, organizing itself for maximum efficiency. The memories that serve your highest good are being moved to the foreground, while the memories that limit your potential are being gently archived, neutralized, transformed from active programs into completed experiences. This process is natural, safe, and deeply healing. Your cells want to release the old stories that have kept you small. They want to remember the truth of who you are, a being of infinite potential, worthy of love, capable of creating and receiving abundance in all its forms. They've been waiting for the right moment, the right environment, the right level of safety and trust to begin this upgrade of your internal programming. Feel this transformation beginning now. Feel your cells releasing the heavy vibrations of old stories. Stories of limitation, scarcity, unworthiness. These stories served a purpose once, perhaps protecting you from disappointment or keeping you safe in an uncertain world. But now they're simply outdated programs that can be thanked and released. In place of these old stories, your cells are beginning to remember and amplify the frequencies of your most empowering experiences. They're remembering moments when you felt connected to something greater than yourself, when abundance flowed to you easily, when you knew without doubt that you were supported and loved by the universe itself. These positive cellular memories are like seeds that have been dormant in winter soil, waiting for the right conditions to sprout. The conditions you're creating now, this state of relaxation, trust, and openness, are like the warmth of spring, awakening these dormant potentials and allowing them to grow into new patterns of experience. Your DNA is literally changing as this process unfolds. Genes associated with stress, inflammation, and fear-based responses are being down-regulated, while genes associated with healing, regeneration, and optimal functioning are being activated. This is not just emotional or spiritual transformation. This is biological transformation at the most fundamental level. The new story that your cells are writing is one of abundance, worthiness, and infinite possibility. It's a story that recognizes you as a beloved expression of the creative intelligence of the universe, deserving of all the beauty, joy, and abundance that life has to offer. This story is not fantasy. It's the recognition of your true nature, your original blueprint, your authentic self. Trust this process of cellular remembering. Trust that your body knows exactly which stories to release and which ones to strengthen. Trust that this reorganization of your cellular programming is aligning you with experiences that match your highest vision of yourself and your life. As you continue to rest, feel these new stories taking root in your consciousness, becoming the foundation for tomorrow's experiences, tomorrow's opportunities, tomorrow's miracles. For most of your life, your nervous system has been operating from an ancient program designed for survival. This program served our ancestors well when they faced physical threats from predators or natural disasters. But in the modern world, this same program often keeps us trapped in patterns of stress, scarcity, and limitation, treating everyday challenges as life or death emergencies. When your nervous system is stuck in survival mode, your entire biology changes. Stress hormones flood your system, constricting your blood vessels, suppressing your immune function, and narrowing your awareness to focus only on immediate threats. In this state, creativity becomes impossible, abundance feels unreachable, and your natural capacity for joy and wonder gets buried beneath layers of tension and anxiety. But tonight, something magnificent is happening. As your body relaxes and your nervous system down-regulates from the stress response, you are shifting from survival consciousness into creation consciousness. This is the state where miracles become possible, where abundance flows naturally, where your highest potentials can finally emerge. In creation consciousness, your biology operates completely differently. Instead of stress hormones, your body releases healing hormones, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins, that create feelings of safety, connection, and well-being. Your heart rhythm becomes coherent, your brain waves synchronize, and your entire system comes into harmony with itself and with the creative forces of the universe. This shift from survival to creation is not just psychological, it's physiological. Your genes literally express differently when you're in a state of coherence and safety. Genes that support healing, regeneration, and optimal functioning become active, while genes associated with stress, inflammation, and aging become less active. You become, quite literally, a different person at the cellular level. Most people spend their entire lives without ever fully making this shift. They live in a perpetual state of low-level stress, always anticipating the next problem, always bracing for disappointment, always preparing for scarcity. Their brilliant creative potential remains dormant, waiting for conditions of safety that never quite arrive. But you are different. Tonight, you are choosing to step out of the survival paradigm and into the creation paradigm. You are choosing to trust that you are safe, that you are supported, that the universe is not your enemy, but your ally in creating the life of your dreams. Feel this shift happening now in your body. Feel your breathing becoming deeper and more relaxed. Feel your muscles releasing tension they may have been holding for years. Feel your heart opening, your mind clearing, your entire being settling into a state of peaceful alertness that is the natural foundation for all creation. In this state, you become like a clear channel through which the creative intelligence of the universe can flow. Ideas come more easily. Solutions appear naturally. Opportunities seem to present themselves without effort on your part. You stop pushing against life and start dancing with it, allowing yourself to be guided by the same intelligence that grows flowers and moves tides and spins planets around stars. The frequency of creation has a particular quality. It feels open, spacious, flowing, generous. It creates space in your experience for new possibilities to emerge. It attracts people, circumstances, and resources that support your highest vision. It aligns you with the natural abundance that is always seeking expression through conscious beings like yourself. Your cells are remembering how to operate from this frequency now. They're releasing the contracted energy of survival mode and expanding into the generous energy of creation mode. This expansion creates space in your energy field for abundance to enter, for dreams to take form, for your deepest desires to find pathways of manifestation. As you rest in this state of creation consciousness, feel yourself becoming a magnet for all the experiences, opportunities, and resources that can support your highest good. Feel yourself aligning with the creative flow of the universe, becoming a conscious participant in the ongoing miracle of life expressing itself through form. This is your natural state. This is who you truly are beneath all the conditioning and programming. You are not a victim of circumstances, but a creator of experiences. You are not at the mercy of external forces, but a director of your own reality through the power of your consciousness, your vibration, your alignment with the infinite creative potential that lives within you. Trust this shift. Trust this opening. Trust that as you release the old patterns of survival consciousness, you are making space for miracles, for abundance, for the fullest expression of your creative potential to emerge. Beyond the words we speak and the thoughts we think, there exists a more fundamental form of communication, the language of energy. This is the language your cells speak fluently, the language that connects you to all of life, the language through which the universe responds to your deepest intentions and desires. Energy cannot lie. While your mind can convince itself of one thing while your heart feels another, your energetic signature always tells the truth. It broadcasts your authentic emotional state, your real beliefs about yourself and your possibilities, your genuine level of trust in life's abundance. And the universe, reading this energetic language with perfect accuracy, responds accordingly. When you emit the frequency of desperation, of grasping, of trying to force outcomes, you actually repel what you're seeking. The energy of desperation carries a message that what you want is not here, not available, not meant for you. The universe, reading this signal, continues to mirror back experiences of lack and struggle. But when you emit the frequency of gratitude, of trust, of already being fulfilled, you become irresistibly magnetic to abundance. The energy of gratitude carries a message that good things are flowing to you, that you are already blessed, that more blessings are natural and expected. The universe, reading this signal, brings you experiences that match this expectation of abundance. Your heart is the most powerful broadcaster of this energetic language. When your heart is closed, contracted by fear, protected by walls of past disappointment, it sends out a signal that says, "Keep away, I'm not ready, I'm not safe to receive." But when your heart is open, expanded by love, trust, and appreciation, it sends out a signal that says, "Yes, I'm ready. I welcome all good things. I trust life to bless me." Right now, as you rest in this state of deep peace, your heart is naturally opening. The walls that may have protected you are gently dissolving. The frequency of openness, of receptivity, of trusting expectation is beginning to emanate from your being like light radiating from a star. This energetic shift creates ripples throughout the quantum field, like dropping a stone into still water. These ripples carry information about your new state of being, your elevated frequency, your readiness to receive. And the field, in its infinite intelligence, begins to reorganize circumstances to match this new signal you're broadcasting. The language of energy speaks in vibrations, in resonances, in harmonics that your conscious mind cannot hear, but your cellular consciousness understands perfectly. Your cells are fluent in this language. They know how to generate frequencies of health, wealth, love, and joy. They know how to attune to the abundance that surrounds you always. As you breathe, feel yourself becoming more fluent in this energetic language. Feel yourself learning to communicate not just with words or thoughts, but with the pure vibration of your being. Feel yourself broadcasting signals of trust, of worthiness, of open-hearted receptivity to all the gifts that life wants to bring you. The energy of abundance has a particular signature. It feels generous, flowing, inclusive, expansive. It doesn't hoard or protect or compete. It shares freely, trusts completely, gives generously. As you embody this frequency, you become a channel through which abundance can flow, not just to you, but through you to others as well. Your entire electromagnetic field is shifting now to match this frequency of abundance. Your aura, that luminous field of energy that surrounds your physical body, is beginning to glow with the radiance of someone who knows their worth, who trusts in life's goodness, who expects miracles as naturally as they expect the sun to rise. This energetic transformation happens in layers, like an onion being peeled. Each breath releases another layer of old energy of struggle, of fear, of limitation. Each heartbeat pumps new energy throughout your system, energy of possibility, of trust, of abundant love. You are literally becoming a new person at the energetic level. Feel this new energy settling into your bones, your blood, your breath. Feel it becoming the foundation of your being, the ground from which all your thoughts, emotions, and actions will spring. Feel yourself becoming fluent in the language that the universe understands most clearly, the language of pure, authentic, loving energy. This is how you speak to the quantum field. This is how you communicate with the creative intelligence of the cosmos, not through demanding or pleading or trying to convince, but through the simple, powerful act of aligning your energy with the frequency of what you desire to experience. There is a truth that your logical mind may struggle to accept, but your soul knows with absolute certainty. Abundance is not something you must achieve or earn or become worthy of. Abundance is your natural state, your original blueprint, the very essence of who you are beneath all the layers of conditioning that have taught you otherwise. Look at nature, and you will see this truth reflected everywhere. The ocean doesn't worry about running out of water. The sun doesn't ration its light. The earth doesn't hoard its fertility. Trees don't compete for the right to grow. Birds don't question their worthiness to fly. Throughout the natural world, abundance flows freely, generously, without hesitation or restriction. You are part of this same nature. You are made of the same elements as stars, animated by the same life force that grows forests and moves rivers. and orchestrates the dance of galaxies. The same intelligence that creates abundance throughout the cosmos lives within every cell of your body, waiting for you to remember and align with this fundamental truth. Somehow, through the process of growing up in a world that has forgotten its own abundance, you may have learned to believe in scarcity. You may have absorbed the idea that there isn't enough. Not enough love, not enough money, not enough opportunities, not enough time. These beliefs, though understandable given the conditioning you've received, are not based in the deeper reality of how the universe actually operates. The universe is not running out of anything. The creative source that gives rise to all manifestation is infinite, inexhaustible, eternally generous. It doesn't create scarcity. Scarcity is created by consciousness that has forgotten its connection to this infinite source. It doesn't withhold abundance. Abundance is withheld by energy fields that have contracted into patterns of fear and protection. Tonight, you are remembering. You are returning to the consciousness of abundance that is your birthright, your natural inheritance, as a conscious expression of the creative universe. This remembering doesn't require you to do anything or become anything different than what you already are. It simply requires you to release what you are not, to let go of the false beliefs that have obscured your natural radiance. Feel this remembering happening now in your body. Feel your cells releasing the contracted energy of scarcity consciousness and expanding into the generous energy of abundance consciousness. Feel your energy field opening, softening, becoming receptive to the gifts that are always trying to reach you. Abundance consciousness doesn't mean being greedy or materialistic. It means recognizing that the universe is inherently generous, that there is more than enough for everyone, that your receiving doesn't diminish anyone else's supply, but actually increases it. When you operate from abundance consciousness, you become a source of blessing for others, a channel through which the universe's generosity can flow. Your DNA carries the template for abundance. Your cells know how to generate the frequencies that attract resources, opportunities, love, and joy. They know how to create the internal conditions that make abundance inevitable. They've simply been waiting for you to give them permission to create the safety and trust necessary for this natural abundance to emerge. As you rest in this state of deep peace, feel your cells activating these abundance codes. Feel ancient patterns of scarcity and struggle dissolving. Feel new patterns of ease and flow taking their place. Feel yourself becoming aligned with the natural rhythms of giving and receiving that govern all of life. The breath that fills your lungs right now, freely given by the trees and plants around you. The ground that supports your body, freely offering its strength without asking for payment. The sun that warmed the earth today, freely sharing its energy across billions of miles of space. You live in an abundant universe that gives freely and asks only that you receive with an open heart. Your abundance is not separate from the abundance of the whole. As you align with your natural state of prosperity and joy, you contribute to the abundance of everyone around you. Your success doesn't diminish others. It inspires them to remember their own abundant nature. Your joy doesn't steal happiness from anyone. It adds to the sum total of joy in the world. Feel yourself settling into this truth now. Feel the relief of letting go of the struggle to deserve abundance and simply allowing yourself to receive it as naturally as you receive each breath. Feel yourself coming home to the consciousness that knows abundance, not as a goal to achieve, but as a reality to recognize. Not as something external to attract, but as something internal to express. This is who you have always been. This is who you are remembering yourself to be. Tonight you sleep as abundance itself. And tomorrow, you wake as a living expression of the universe's infinite generosity. Deep within your chest, your heart is beating approximately 100,000 times today, sending blood and life force throughout your entire body. But your heart is doing something far more extraordinary than just pumping blood. It's generating the most powerful electromagnetic field in your body, a field that extends several feet beyond your physical form and communicates with every cell in your system. Your heart contains approximately 40,000 neurons, a complex network that functions like a little brain. This cardiac brain is constantly sending information to your cranial brain, influencing your thoughts, emotions, and perceptions in ways that science is only beginning to understand. When your heart and mind come into coherence, when they begin to function in harmony rather than conflict, magical things begin to happen. Most people live with their heart and mind in a state of chronic incoherence. The mind wants one thing while the heart feels another. The mind says yes to opportunities while the heart contracts in fear. The mind affirms abundance while the heart holds patterns of unworthiness. This internal conflict creates a scrambled signal that the universe receives as mixed messages, resulting in confused, inconsistent life experiences. But right now, as you rest in this state of deep relaxation, your heart rhythm is naturally becoming more coherent. Your breathing is synchronizing with your heart rate. Your nervous system is shifting into the state that researchers call psychophysiological coherence, a measurable state where your heart, mind, and emotions are operating in energetic alignment. In this coherent state, your body's systems function optimally. Your intuition becomes clearer. Your ability to manifest your desires increases dramatically. You become like a radio that has found its perfect frequency, broadcasting a clear, strong signal that the quantum field can easily read and respond to. Feel your heart now, beating steadily in your chest. With each beat, it's sending waves of coherent energy throughout your body, entraining every cell to match its rhythm of harmony and balance. Your heart knows how to love unconditionally, how to trust completely, how to remain open, even in the face of uncertainty. It's teaching these qualities to every part of your being. The frequency of heart coherence is approximately 0.1 hertz, about one complete cycle every 10 seconds. This is the frequency of appreciation, of love, of deep inner peace. As your heart establishes this coherent rhythm, it begins to entrain your brain waves, your cellular rhythms, your entire electromagnetic field to match this frequency of harmony. This coherent state is the optimal condition for manifestation. When your heart and mind are aligned, when your emotions and thoughts are coherent, you create what researchers call a clear intentional signal. This signal cuts through the noise of scattered thoughts and conflicting emotions to communicate your true desires clearly to the creative field that surrounds you. Your heart wisdom is beginning to override the fearful chatter of your mind. Your heart knows things your mind has forgotten, that you are worthy of love, that abundance is your natural state, that the universe is fundamentally supportive of your well-being. As coherence increases, this heart wisdom becomes the dominant influence in your consciousness. Feel the intelligence of your heart spreading throughout your entire body now. Feel it dissolving the mental patterns that have created resistance to your good. Feel it opening pathways for abundance to flow into your life through channels your logical mind could never have imagined. In heart coherence, time seems to slow down. Your perception expands beyond the narrow focus of survival consciousness into the spacious awareness of creation consciousness. From this expanded perspective, you can sense possibilities that were invisible to your stressed, incoherent mind. You can feel the support of the universe in ways that your analytical thinking could never detect. This coherent state is also highly contagious. When you operate from heart coherence, you help others around you shift into coherence as well. Your energy field begins to influence other energy fields through the phenomenon of entrainment, creating ripples of positive change that extend far beyond your individual experience. The research is clear. People in heart coherence make better decisions, have clearer intuition, experience less stress, enjoy better health, and report higher levels of life satisfaction. But beyond these measurable benefits, heart coherence creates the optimal internal conditions for miracles to occur, for synchronicities to multiply, for your deepest dreams to find pathways of manifestation. Trust this coherence that's building within you now. Trust the wisdom of your heart to guide your thoughts into alignment with your deepest truth. Trust the intelligence of this process to create the perfect internal environment for abundance to flourish in your life. As you continue to rest, feel your heart and mind settling into perfect synchronization, like dancers who have found their rhythm, like musicians who have found their harmony, like waves that have found their perfect frequency of flow. Deep within your subconscious mind lies a blueprint, a complex set of programs that determine how you relate to money, success, love, and all forms of abundance. This blueprint was largely formed before your 7th birthday, during the years when your brain was operating primarily in theta frequency. downloading information about how the world works and what your place in it might be. Many of these early programs were beneficial, helping you navigate your environment and form healthy relationships. But some of these programs may have included limiting beliefs about abundance, that money is the root of evil, that successful people are selfish, that you must work hard and struggle to deserve good things, that there isn't enough to go around, that people like you don't get to live abundant lives. These limiting programs weren't installed maliciously. They came from well-meaning parents, teachers, and culture members who were simply passing on the beliefs they had inherited from their own early programming. But now, as an adult, these unconscious programs may be creating invisible barriers to the abundance you consciously desire. Tonight, we are going to gently rewrite this blueprint, not through force or struggle, but through the natural plasticity of your brain and the inherent wisdom of your subconscious mind to evolve and upgrade when given the right environment and information. Your subconscious mind is like the most sophisticated computer ever created, but unlike a digital computer, it's alive, intelligent, and capable of creativity and growth. It wants to serve your highest good. It wants to help you thrive. It's simply been operating according to old programming that may no longer reflect your current understanding and desires. As you rest in this theta-like state, the same brainwave frequency that allowed those early programs to be installed, your subconscious becomes extraordinarily receptive to new information. But this time, you're the conscious director of what gets programmed. This time, you're choosing beliefs that support your abundance rather than limit it. Feel your subconscious mind opening now, like a flower opening to receive the morning sun. Feel it becoming receptive to new possibilities, new ways of understanding your relationship with abundance, new programs that align with your worth and your potential. The old program that said money is hard to come by is being gently overwritten with the truth. Abundance flows to me easily and naturally. The old program that said I don't deserve wealth is being replaced with the knowing I am worthy of all the abundance the universe has to offer. The old program that said there isn't enough is being updated with the reality I live in an abundant universe that provides for all my needs. These aren't just positive affirmations you're trying to convince yourself to believe. These are recognitions of truth, acknowledgments of how the universe actually operates when we align with its natural flow rather than resist it through limiting beliefs. Your subconscious is intelligent enough to distinguish between forced positive thinking and authentic understanding. It only accepts programs that resonate with your deepest truth, that feel aligned with your soul's knowing, that match the frequency of your elevated consciousness. Feel these new abundance programs integrating into your cellular consciousness now. Feel them becoming as natural and automatic as your heartbeat, as unconscious and reliable as your breathing. Feel them creating new neural pathways that will automatically guide your thoughts, emotions, and actions toward abundance. This reprogramming happens in layers, like sediment settling to the bottom of a clear pool. Each layer represents a deeper level of integration, a more complete embodiment of abundance consciousness. There's no rush, no pressure, no need to force this process. Your subconscious knows exactly how to do this work and how quickly to proceed for your highest good. The new blueprint that's forming recognizes you as a powerful co-creator with the universe, deserving of love, success, financial freedom, meaningful work, and all forms of prosperity. It sees abundance not as something external to acquire, but as something internal to express, not as a goal to achieve, but as a reality to recognize. As this new programming settles into your subconscious, it begins to influence every aspect of your life automatically. You'll find yourself naturally making choices that support abundance. You'll notice opportunities that were always there but previously invisible to your programmed perception. You'll feel increasingly comfortable receiving good things because your new blueprint knows that receiving is natural and beneficial for everyone. Trust this process of subconscious reprogramming. Trust that your mind knows exactly how to update its operating system to serve your highest good. Trust that as you sleep tonight, this new abundance blueprint is being installed at the deepest levels of your consciousness, preparing to guide you toward experiences that match your elevated understanding of what's possible. There is a frequency that instantly aligns you with abundance, that opens every door, and dissolves every barrier, that turns you into a magnet for all the blessings the universe is trying to bestow upon you. This frequency is gratitude. Not gratitude as a practice you do, but gratitude as a state of being you embody. True gratitude is not about convincing yourself to be thankful for things you don't really appreciate. True gratitude is the recognition that you are already blessed, already supported, already living in the midst of miracles so common that you've learned to overlook them. It's the awareness that every breath is a gift, every heartbeat a blessing, every moment an opportunity to receive love from the creative intelligence that sustains all life. When you operate from genuine gratitude, you shift from the frequency of lack, which focuses on what's missing, to the frequency of abundance, which recognizes what's already present. This shift in perception creates an immediate change in your electromagnetic field, broadcasting a signal that attracts more experiences that match this grateful vibration. Gratitude is magnetic in ways that science is only beginning to understand. When you feel genuinely grateful, your heart rhythm becomes coherent. Your nervous system relaxes and your body releases beneficial hormones and neurotransmitters. But beyond these physiological changes, gratitude aligns you with the creative flow of the universe itself. The universe operates on principles of circulation and flow. Energy must move to remain healthy and vital. When you feel grateful for what you've received, you complete an energetic circuit that allows more to flow to you. When you resist or take for granted what you've been given, you create energetic blockages that slow the flow of abundance in your life. Feel gratitude beginning to arise naturally within you now, not forced or manufactured, but arising spontaneously as you recognize the miracle of this moment, that you exist, that you're conscious, that you have the capacity to transform your life simply by shifting your internal state. Feel grateful for your body, this magnificent biological machine that processes thousands of functions every moment without your conscious direction. Feel grateful for your breath, connecting you to every plant on earth in an endless cycle of mutual support. Feel grateful for your heart, beating faithfully whether you remember to appreciate it or not. Feel grateful for every experience that has brought you to this moment of awakening, including the difficult ones that taught you what you don't want and strengthened your desire for something better. Feel grateful for your challenges, which have developed your resilience, your compassion, your depth of character. This gratitude you're feeling is not passive appreciation, it's active magnetism. It's creating space in your energy field for more blessings to enter. It's sending signals to the quantum field that you are ready to receive, that you recognize and value what you're given, that you're a good steward of the universe's gifts. As this grateful frequency builds within you, feel your resistance to receiving beginning to dissolve. Many people unconsciously block abundance because they feel unworthy of receiving, or they worry that receiving good things somehow diminishes others' supply. But grateful receiving actually increases abundance for everyone. By keeping the energy of generosity flowing, you are not just a recipient of the universe's abundance, you are also a distributor. The more you receive with gratitude, the more you have to share with others. The more you allow yourself to be blessed, the more you become a blessing to everyone whose life you touch. Feel yourself becoming extraordinarily receptive now, like a flower opening to receive rain after a long drought. Feel every cell in your body becoming permeable to goodness, to love, to abundance in all its forms. Feel yourself saying yes to life's generosity with your entire being. This receptive state is not passive, it's powerfully attractive. When you combine gratitude with receptivity, you become irresistible to abundance. Opportunities seem to find you. Resources appear when you need them. People want to help you succeed. Synchronicities multiply around you like flowers blooming in spring. The grateful heart is the abundant heart. The receiving consciousness is the prosperous consciousness. As you rest in this frequency of grateful receiving, feel abundance beginning to reorganize itself around you, preparing to manifest in forms that will delight and surprise you. Let this gratitude saturate every cell of your being. Let it become your default frequency, your natural way of engaging with life. Let it transform you into a living magnet for all the love, prosperity, joy, and success that the universe is always seeking to express through conscious beings like yourself. Love is not just an emotion, it's a frequency. a healing force, a creative power that operates at the most fundamental levels of reality. When you generate the frequency of love within your body, remarkable things begin to happen at the cellular level. Your DNA responds, your immune system strengthens, your nervous system calms, your entire biology shifts into a state of optimal functioning that medical science is only beginning to understand. The frequency of love vibrates at approximately 528 Hz, what sound healers call the love frequency, or the miracle tone. This frequency has been shown to repair DNA, reduce stress hormones, and create states of deep healing and regeneration. As you rest in this peaceful state, your cells are naturally beginning to attune to this healing frequency. Love is the most powerful healing force in the universe because it's the frequency of coherence, of harmony, of unity. When you feel love, whether for another person, for yourself, for life itself, you create a coherent electromagnetic field that influences every system in your body. This coherent field acts like a tuning fork, helping all your biological processes come into harmony with your highest potential. Your cells are incredibly responsive to the emotional environment you create within your body. When you feel loved, appreciated, and worthy, your cells receive biochemical signals that support health, vitality, and regeneration. When you feel unloved, criticized, or unworthy, your cells receive stress signals that can lead to inflammation, premature aging, and disease. Tonight, you are bathing every cell in your body with the healing frequency of love. This love is not conditional upon your performance, your achievements, or your circumstances. This is the unconditional love that the universe has for you simply because you exist, simply because you are a unique expression of the creative intelligence that gives rise to all things. Feel this love beginning to circulate through your bloodstream now, carried to every organ, every tissue, every cell in your body. Feel it flowing into areas that have been tired, stressed, or depleted. Feel it bringing new life, new energy, new vitality to every part of your being. This cellular regeneration through love is not just physical, it's also emotional and spiritual. Old wounds that have been stored in your tissues are beginning to heal. Emotional patterns that have created cellular stress are beginning to dissolve. You are literally being reborn at the cellular level, emerging as a new version of yourself that knows its worth, that trusts in love, that expects good things. Love has the power to reorganize matter at the quantum level. When you generate coherent love frequencies, you create what scientists call a morphogenic field, an invisible template that guides the formation of new patterns, new structures, new possibilities. Your love is literally creating the template for a new version of your life. Feel this love expanding beyond the boundaries of your physical body now, creating a luminous field of healing energy around you. This field is not only regenerating your own cells, it's also influencing the energy of everyone and everything around you. Love is contagious in the most beautiful way, spreading its healing influence wherever it goes. Your heart is the center of this love generation, but every cell in your body is capable of producing and responding to love frequencies. Feel your cells awakening to their capacity to love, to heal, to create beauty and harmony wherever they go. Feel them remembering their original purpose, which is to express the highest possibilities of consciousness through form. This regeneration through love is restoring you to your original blueprint, the perfect template that existed before stress, fear, and limiting beliefs began to influence your cellular expression. You are returning to the state of innocence, wonder, and unlimited potential that is your birthright as a conscious being. As this love frequency penetrates deeper and deeper into your cellular consciousness, feel old patterns of self-criticism, self-doubt, and self-limitation dissolving. Feel them being replaced by patterns of self-love, self-acceptance, and self-appreciation. Feel yourself falling in love with your own life, your own potential, your own magnificent journey of awakening. The love that is healing you now is the same love that creates galaxies, the same love that guides rivers to the sea, the same love that ensures flowers bloom and babies are born, and hearts continue beating even while we sleep. You are not separate from this love. You are an expression of it, a vehicle through which it experiences itself in form. Rest in this love now. Let it work its healing magic throughout your entire being. Let it regenerate not just your cells, but your hope, your trust, your faith in the goodness of life. Let it prepare you to wake tomorrow as a person who knows beyond doubt that they are beloved, blessed, and destined for abundance in all its forms. Deep within your subconscious mind, there may exist a program that has been running for so long you barely notice its influence. This is the scarcity program, a collection of beliefs, fears, and assumptions that creates the experience of lack, even in the midst of abundance, that generates anxiety about not having enough, even when your needs are met, that keeps you focused on limitations rather than possibilities. This program was not installed intentionally. It arose from a combination of evolutionary survival instincts and cultural conditioning that emphasized competition over cooperation, fear over trust, protection over openness. For our ancestors, this program may have served a protective function, helping them survive in environments where resources were genuinely scarce or threats were real. But in the modern world, this same program often creates more scarcity than it prevents. It causes you to hold tightly to what you have, instead of allowing abundance to flow through you. It makes you see competition where collaboration is possible. It creates stress responses that actually diminish your capacity to recognize and receive the abundance that surrounds you. The scarcity program operates like a filter on your perception, causing you to focus on what's missing rather than what's present, what's going wrong rather than what's going right, what you lack rather than what you have. This selective attention creates a feedback loop that seems to confirm the program's basic premise that there isn't enough and you need to struggle to survive. But tonight, as you rest in this state of deep relaxation and expanded awareness, this old program is beginning to dissolve, not through force or struggle. That would only reinforce the program's basic operating principle, but through the gentle application of truth, love, and elevated consciousness. Feel the contracted energy of scarcity beginning to release from your cellular memory now. Feel it like old, stagnant water finally flowing out of a pond, making space for fresh, clear water to enter. This release may feel like a gentle melting, a soft unwinding, a natural letting go of something that was never truly yours to begin with. As the scarcity program dissolves, you may notice thoughts arising. What if there really isn't enough? What if I let go of my vigilance and something bad happens? What if trusting in abundance makes me naive or vulnerable? These thoughts are simply the old program's attempts to maintain itself. Acknowledge them with compassion, understanding that they were trying to protect you, and then let them pass like clouds across a clear sky. The truth that's emerging as this old program dissolves is that abundance is not just available to you. Abundance is your natural state. Scarcity is the aberration, the distortion, the misunderstanding of how the universe actually operates. The creative intelligence that sustains billions of stars and galaxies is not concerned about running out of resources. The same intelligence that beats your heart and grows your hair and heals your wounds is not operating from scarcity consciousness. Feel this truth settling into your cells now, replacing the old programming with accurate information about how reality actually works. Feel your nervous system relaxing as it recognizes that constant vigilance against lack is not necessary. Feel your energy field expanding as it releases the contracted posture of protection and opens to the natural flow of abundance. This dissolution of the scarcity program is creating space in your consciousness for abundance consciousness to establish itself. Abundance consciousness doesn't mean being careless or wasteful. It means trusting that when you operate from love, generosity, and service to life, you align yourself with the natural flow of prosperity that wants to express itself through you. As the old program continues to dissolve, you may feel a sense of relief, as if you've been carrying a heavy backpack and suddenly realize you can set it down. You may feel lighter, more spacious, more open to possibilities that seemed impossible when viewed through the lens of scarcity. The energy that was tied up in maintaining the scarcity program is now being freed to create, to explore, to contribute to life in ways that feel joyful and meaningful. This energy is like water that was frozen and is now melting, becoming fluid, dynamic, capable of flowing toward whatever serves your highest good. Feel this liberation happening throughout your entire being now. Feel old patterns of hoarding, of fear-based decision-making, of competitive thinking dissolving into the nothingness from which they came. Feel new patterns of trust, of generous thinking, of collaborative consciousness taking their place. This transformation is happening naturally, safely, at exactly the right pace for your system to integrate these changes without overwhelm. Your consciousness is wise enough to know how quickly to proceed, how much to release at once, how to create the optimal conditions for this new abundance consciousness to take root and flourish. Rest in this process of dissolution and renewal. Trust that as the old programming clears, it's making space for something infinitely more beautiful, more true, more aligned with your highest potential to emerge. Beyond the world of form that your physical senses perceive lies a realm of pure potential, the quantum field from which all manifestation arises. This field contains every possibility that has ever existed or ever could exist, like an infinite library containing every book that could ever be written, every song that could ever be sung, every life that could ever be lived. You are not separate from this field of infinite possibility. You exist within it, and it exists within you. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every belief you hold sends ripples through this field, influencing which possibilities become actualized in your experience, and which remain in the realm of potential. Most people live unaware of their connection to this field, believing themselves to be isolated individuals at the mercy of external circumstances. They think that change must come from outside themselves, that their dreams depend on other people's decisions, that their success is determined by factors beyond their control. But this perception, while understandable, is not accurate. The truth is that you are a conscious node in this infinite field of possibility, a unique point through which the universe experiences itself and expresses its creativity. Your consciousness is not produced by your brain. Your brain is a receiving station that tunes into the consciousness that permeates the entire field. When you shift your internal state, you literally tune into different possibilities within the field. Right now, as you rest in this expanded state of awareness, you are becoming more sensitive to the field of infinite possibility that surrounds you. You are beginning to sense possibilities that were invisible to your ordinary, contracted consciousness. You are opening to potentials that exist for you right now, waiting for you to align with them through your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. The field responds to coherence, to the alignment between what you think, feel, and believe. When these three aspects of your consciousness are in harmony, pointing in the same direction, you create what quantum physicists call a coherent signal that the field can easily read and respond to. This coherent signal acts like a tuning fork, resonating with similar frequencies in the field and drawing those possibilities into manifestation. Feel this coherence building within you now. Feel your thoughts naturally aligning with the possibility of abundance. Feel your emotions naturally attuning to the frequency of gratitude and excitement about your good. Feel your beliefs naturally updating to match your expanded understanding of what's truly possible for you. This coherence is creating a clear pathway between your consciousness and the possibilities that exist for you in the quantum field. Like a radio tuning into a clear station, you are tuning into the frequency where your dreams exist, where your desires are already fulfilled, where your highest vision of yourself is a present reality. The field of infinite possibility is not bound by the laws of linear time or physical space. In this field, healing can happen instantly. Resources can appear from unexpected sources. Relationships can transform overnight, and opportunities can manifest with synchronistic timing that seems magical to the rational mind. You are learning to navigate this field, not through force or manipulation, but through the subtle art of consciousness, through becoming the type of person who naturally attracts what they desire, through embodying the frequency of your dreams, through aligning your internal state with the reality you wish to experience. Feel yourself floating in this field of infinite possibility now, like floating in warm, supportive water. Feel the possibilities that exist for you all around you. Abundant love, financial freedom, perfect health, meaningful work, deep friendships, creative expression, spiritual awakening. These aren't just hopes or dreams. They're actual possibilities that exist in the field right now. Your job is not to figure out how these possibilities will manifest. That's the field's job. Your job is simply to maintain the internal conditions that allow these possibilities to flow into your experience. Coherence, trust, gratitude, love, and open-hearted receptivity to the gifts that life wants to bring you. As you continue to rest in this awareness of infinite possibility, feel your relationship with reality itself shifting. Feel yourself moving from the victim consciousness that believes life happens to me into the creator consciousness that knows life happens through me. Feel yourself recognizing that you are not at the mercy of circumstances, but are a co-creator with the infinite intelligence that orchestrates all manifestation. This field of infinite possibility is always available to you. It's not something you have to earn access to or become worthy of. It's your natural inheritance as a conscious being. The only thing that has ever limited your access to this field has been your belief that you were separate from it, that you were small and powerless, that abundance was reserved for other people, but not for you. Tonight, these limiting beliefs are dissolving like mist before the morning sun. In their place, a new understanding is emerging, an understanding that you are not separate from the source of all creation, but are an integral part of it, a unique expression of the infinite creativity that gives rise to all things. Feel this new understanding taking root in your consciousness now. Feel it changing not just how you think about yourself, but how you feel about yourself, how you move through the world, how you relate to opportunities and challenges. Feel yourself beginning to operate from the knowing that you have access to infinite resources, infinite creativity, infinite support from the field of all possibility. This is not arrogance or grandiosity. This is simply recognition of the truth that has always been available to you, but may have been obscured by conditioning, fear, or misunderstanding. You are remembering who you truly are, a magnificent being of infinite potential, worthy of all the love and abundance the universe has to offer. Rest in this field of infinite possibility now. Let it hold you, support you, inspire you with visions of what's truly possible for your life. Let it show you glimpses of the reality that's waiting for you to align with it through your consciousness, your vibration, your willingness to receive the gifts that are always being offered to you. Something profound is happening within you tonight. The person who began listening to these words and the person you are becoming are not the same. At the deepest levels of your being, in your cellular consciousness, in your electromagnetic field, in your connection to the quantum realm, a transformation is taking place that will ripple out into every area of your life. You are not just changing your thoughts or adopting new beliefs. You are literally becoming a new version of yourself, one that vibrates at the frequency of abundance, love, and infinite possibility. This new vibrational identity is not something you have to create or achieve. It's something you are remembering, something that has always existed within you as potential, waiting for the right conditions to emerge. Your old vibrational identity was forged in earlier chapters of your life, shaped by experiences, environments, and influences that may no longer reflect who you are becoming. That identity served you well. It helped you survive, learn, grow, and develop the strength and wisdom that have brought you to this moment of transformation. But now you are ready for something new. You are ready to step into a vibrational identity that matches your current understanding of what's possible, your expanded awareness of your own worth, your elevated vision of what your life can become. This new identity is not a rejection of your past self, but an evolution of it, a natural unfolding of your highest potential. This new vibrational identity operates from trust rather than fear, from abundance rather than scarcity, from love rather than protection. It sees opportunities where your old identity saw obstacles. It feels worthy where your old identity felt inadequate. It expects good things where your old identity prepared for disappointment. Feel this new identity taking shape within you now, like a butterfly emerging from its chrysalis. Feel it naturally, effortlessly replacing the old patterns of thought, emotion, and behavior that no longer serve your evolution. Feel it aligning every aspect of your being, your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions, with your highest vision of yourself. This new vibrational identity knows something that your old identity may have forgotten, that you are a powerful co-creator with the universe, that your consciousness shapes your reality, that you have the ability to attract and create experiences that match your internal state. This knowing is not intellectual. It's cellular, visceral, undeniable. Your new identity naturally gravitates toward experiences of abundance because that's its native frequency. It doesn't have to work hard to manifest prosperity. Prosperity is simply the natural result of operating from this elevated vibration. It doesn't have to convince itself of its worth. Worth is simply its baseline state of being. Feel this new identity expressing itself through your body now. Feel your posture naturally straightening as confidence increases. Feel your breathing naturally deepening as trust expands. Feel your heart naturally opening as love becomes your primary operating frequency. These changes are not forced. They're the natural expression of your elevated vibrational state. This transformation is permanent, not temporary. You are not just having a peak experience that will fade when you return to ordinary consciousness. You are establishing a new baseline, a new normal, a new default setting that will continue to influence your experience long after tonight's session has ended. Your electromagnetic field, that invisible signature of energy that extends beyond your physical body, is now broadcasting a completely different signal to the quantum field. This new signal carries information about your worthiness, your readiness to receive, your trust in life's abundance. The field, reading this new signal, begins to organize circumstances to match your elevated state. People will notice something different about you, though they may not be able to identify exactly what has changed. You will seem more present, more confident, more peaceful. Opportunities will appear with surprising frequency. Resources will become available when you need them. Synchronicities will multiply around you like flowers blooming in spring. This new vibrational identity is not separate from your authentic self. It is your authentic self, freed from the limitations and distortions that obscured its true nature. You are not becoming someone different. You are becoming more yourself than you have ever been, expressing your original blueprint without the interference of fear-based programming. Feel this new identity settling into every cell of your body now, becoming as natural and automatic as your heartbeat. Feel it establishing itself as the foundation from which all your future thoughts, emotions, and actions will spring. Feel it preparing to wake up tomorrow in a body that knows its worth, in a mind that expects good things, in a heart that trusts in love's presence everywhere. This is who you are now. This is who you have always been beneath the surface programming. This is who you will continue to be as you move forward into a life that reflects this elevated understanding of your true nature and infinite potential. As you rest here in this sacred space between waking and sleeping, a quiet revolution is taking place within the depths of your being. This is not a revolution of noise and conflict, but a revolution of consciousness. A gentle, powerful shifting of everything that has defined your reality up until this moment. Revolutions in the external world often involve struggle, resistance, and the forceful overthrow of old systems. But the revolution happening within you now is different. It's happening through love, through understanding, through the simple recognition of truth. Old patterns are not being destroyed. They're being transformed, elevated, evolved into expressions of your highest potential. This internal revolution is perhaps the most profound transformation you can experience, because it changes not just your circumstances, but your very relationship to reality itself. When your inner world transforms, your outer world has no choice but to follow. The universe mirrors your internal state with such precision that changing your consciousness literally changes your world. For years, perhaps decades, certain programs have been running in your subconscious mind. Programs about limitation, about struggle, about your worth, about what's possible for someone like you. These programs operated silently in the background of your awareness, influencing your perceptions, your choices, your expectations without your conscious knowledge. Tonight, these old programs are being gently dismantled and replaced with new programming that aligns with your highest truth. This is happening naturally, safely, with perfect timing for your system to integrate these changes without overwhelm. Your consciousness is wise enough to orchestrate this transformation in a way that serves your greatest good. Feel this silent revolution happening now in your nervous system, as stress patterns that have been running for years finally have permission to release. Feel it happening in your heart, as walls of protection transform into bridges of connection. Feel it happening in your mind as thoughts of limitation give way to thoughts of infinite possibility. This revolution is establishing new neural pathways in your brain, pathways that naturally orient you toward abundance, love, creativity, and joy. These new pathways are like roads that lead to destinations you've always wanted to visit but couldn't find the way to reach. Now the way is clear, well lit, and easily traveled. The old revolution was about changing the world around you. This new revolution is about changing the world within you, knowing that as you transform internally, everything external naturally aligns with your new state of being. This is the revolution of consciousness, the revolution of love, the revolution of remembering who you truly are. Feel old identities dissolving peacefully now. The identity of the struggler, the identity of the victim, the identity of the one who doesn't quite fit, who doesn't quite belong, who doesn't quite deserve the fullness of life's gifts. These identities served their purpose in earlier chapters of your story, but they're no longer needed for the story you're now choosing to write. In their place, your true identity is emerging. The identity of the Creator, the Beloved, the one who belongs everywhere because they recognize their connection to everything, the one who deserves abundance because they understand that giving and receiving are the same flow of energy moving in different directions. This revolution is happening simultaneously at multiple levels of your being. Your cellular consciousness is releasing old patterns of stress and inflammation and embracing new patterns of healing and vitality. Your emotional body is releasing old patterns of fear and contraction and embracing new patterns of love and expansion. Your mental body is releasing old patterns of limitation and doubt and embracing new patterns of possibility and trust. The beautiful thing about this revolution is that it doesn't require you to fight against anything. There's nothing to overcome, nothing to conquer, nothing to defeat. There's only truth to recognize, love to embody, and natural patterns to restore. You're not becoming someone new. You're removing everything that has prevented you from being who you truly are. This silent revolution will continue long after tonight. The changes that are beginning now will keep unfolding, keep deepening, keep expressing themselves through your thoughts, emotions, choices, and experiences. You've initiated a process that has its own intelligence, its own momentum, its own perfect timing. Trust this revolutionary process. Trust that your consciousness knows exactly how to transform itself in ways that serve your highest good. Trust that this internal revolution will create external changes that reflect your new understanding of what's possible, what's available, what's natural for someone who knows their true worth and power. The revolution is complete not when everything around you changes, but when you remember that you have always had the power to create the life you desire. That power is fully activated within you now, ready to express itself through every area of your experience. In the quantum field of infinite possibility, time is not linear as your conscious mind experiences it. Past, present, and future exist simultaneously, with each moment containing the seeds of all potential timelines. Tonight, as you rest in this expanded state of consciousness, you are connecting with a version of yourself that already exists in the future, a version that has already integrated all the abundance, love, and success you desire. This future self is not a fantasy or a hopeful projection. It's a real probability that exists in the quantum field right now, waiting for you to align with its frequency, to match its vibration, to become it through the power of your elevated consciousness. This future self remembers what it was like to struggle, but it no longer carries the vibration of struggle. It remembers what it was like to feel unworthy, but it now embodies complete self-love and acceptance. Your future self lives in a reality where abundance flows naturally and easily. Money comes through multiple streams of income that feel joyful and meaningful. Relationships are deep, authentic, and mutually supportive. Health is vibrant and stable. Creativity flows freely and finds enthusiastic reception in the world. Every day brings new opportunities to express your gifts and contribute to the well-being of others. Feel this future self beginning to merge with your present consciousness now. Feel its confidence settling into your nervous system. Feel its trust permeating your cellular memory. Feel its natural expectation of good things becoming your natural expectation. This is not visualization or imagination. This is quantum alignment with a reality that already exists. Your future self knows secrets about manifestation that your current self is just beginning to understand. It knows that abundance is not about getting more things, but about becoming more yourself. It knows that success is not about achieving external goals, but about aligning with your authentic purpose. It knows that happiness is not about changing circumstances, but about changing consciousness. These insights are downloading into your awareness now, becoming part of your cellular wisdom, your intuitive knowing, your natural way of navigating life. You don't have to remember these insights tomorrow. They will be integrated into your being at such a deep level that they simply become how you naturally think, feel, and act. Your future self operates from a place of deep inner peace that is unshakable regardless of external circumstances. It has learned that security comes not from controlling outcomes, but from trusting the process. It has discovered that true power lies not in forcing things to happen, but in becoming so aligned with your authentic nature that right action flows naturally and effortlessly. Feel this inner peace taking root in your nervous system now. Feel it becoming your new baseline, your default state, the foundation from which all your future experiences will spring. This peace is not the absence of activity, it's the presence of alignment, the stillness of a life lived in harmony with its deepest purpose. Your future self has also learned the art of receiving. It no longer apologizes for its good fortune or feels guilty about its abundance. It understands that receiving is a sacred act, that allowing yourself to be blessed gives others permission to do the same, that your prosperity contributes to the prosperity of the whole. Feel this capacity for receiving expanding in your energy field now. Feel yourself becoming more porous to love, to opportunity, to support, to all the ways the universe is trying to bless you. Feel the walls of unworthiness dissolving, replaced by an open-hearted readiness to accept all the gifts that life wants to bring you. The bridge between your current self and your future self is being built now through the coherence of your heart and mind, through the alignment of your thoughts and emotions, through your willingness to embody the frequency of your highest potential. This bridge is not something you have to construct through effort. It's something you allow to emerge through surrender, through trust, through love. As you sleep tonight, your subconscious mind will continue this process of alignment, integrating the wisdom and vibration of your future self into every cell of your body. You will wake tomorrow carrying this elevated frequency as naturally as you carry your own heartbeat. Your future self is not waiting for someday. It's emerging through you right now. The abundance you seek is not coming to you from outside. It's awakening within you as you remember who you truly are. The life you desire is not ahead of you in time. It's present now as you align with the timeless truth of your infinite potential. Feel yourself becoming your future self now, not through struggle or effort, but through the simple act of recognizing what has always been true, that you are worthy of all the love and abundance the universe has to offer, that you have always had the power to create the life of your dreams, that this moment is the perfect moment to step into the fullness of who you came here to be. And now, my dear friend, as we reach the completion of this sacred journey together, feel yourself settling into the most profound rest you have experienced in a very long time. This is not ordinary sleep that you are entering. This is sacred sleep, conscious sleep, sleep that serves as a bridge between who you have been and who you are becoming. Your body knows exactly what to do now. Every cell has received the new programming. Every system has aligned with the frequency of abundance. Every part of your being has remembered its connection to the infinite source of all creation. You can trust your body's wisdom completely as it guides you into the healing embrace of deep, restorative sleep. As your conscious mind releases its need to understand, analyze, or control, your subconscious mind begins its most important work. Through the night hours ahead, it will be integrating all the new information you've received, weaving it into the fabric of your being, establishing new neural pathways that will naturally guide you toward experiences of abundance, love, and joy. This integration happens effortlessly without any effort or involvement from your thinking mind. Your consciousness knows exactly how to upgrade itself, how to install new programming, how to align every aspect of your being with your highest good. All you need to do is rest, trust, and allow this natural process to unfold. Feel yourself floating now in an ocean of infinite love, supported completely by the same intelligence that moves the tides and spins the planets and ensures that spring follows winter. You are held by this love not just tonight, but always. This love is not something outside yourself. It is the very essence of what you are. As you drift deeper into sacred sleep, know that you are not going into darkness but into light, the light of your own consciousness, the light of your own truth, the light of your own unlimited potential. In this light, healing happens, transformation occurs, miracles unfold. Your dreams tonight will be different. They may be filled with symbols of abundance, visions of your highest potential, experiences of joy and love that your waking mind has never imagined. These dreams are not random. They are communications from your future self, previews of the reality that is organizing itself around your elevated consciousness. If you don't remember your dreams, that's perfectly fine. The most important work happens below the threshold of memory, in the deep unconscious levels where fundamental patterns are shifted and new realities are born. Trust that this work is happening whether you're aware of it or not. Tomorrow morning, you will wake as a new version of yourself. You may not immediately notice all the changes. Transformation often happens so naturally that it feels like you've simply returned to who you've always been. But others will notice. The universe will notice. Opportunities will notice. Love will notice. You will wake with a new frequency broadcasting from every cell of your body. A frequency that automatically attracts abundance, joy, love, and success. You won't have to work at manifestation because you will have become manifestation. You won't have to try to attract good things because you will have become naturally magnetic to all forms of prosperity. As you move through tomorrow and all the days that follow, remember this moment. Remember this feeling of connection, of trust, of absolute knowing that you are worthy of all good things. Remember that you are not separate from the creative force of the universe, but are a unique expression of it. The seeds that have been planted in your consciousness tonight will continue to grow and bloom throughout your life. Some will manifest quickly, surprising you with their sudden appearance. Others will unfold gradually, revealing their gifts over time. All will serve your highest good in ways that will delight and amaze you. Now let yourself sink completely into the sacred rest that awaits you. Let go of any need to remember these words, to understand this process, to do anything other than simply be. Your being knows what to do. Your consciousness knows how to evolve. Your life knows how to transform itself in perfect alignment with your highest potential. Sleep now, beloved. Sleep in the knowing that you are cherished beyond measure by the very source of all creation. Sleep in the trust that you are being guided and supported in ways you cannot imagine. Sleep in the peace that comes from remembering your true nature as a magnificent being of infinite worth and unlimited potential. And as you sleep, feel yourself being reborn. Feel yourself emerging as the person you came here to be. Feel yourself awakening tomorrow as a living embodiment of abundance, love, and joy. The transformation is complete. The new you has emerged. The abundant life awaits. Rest now, and let the miracle of your own becoming continue in the sacred silence of your dreams.